Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone on this video is doing well. It's the 18th of February, and we are back with another daily market outlook. I'm excited, as always, to be here, to be on the charts, and to give you guys as much value as I possibly can. And I hope that you guys take something away from this video and all the rest of the videos that I do on a daily basis. So let's jump straight into the charts. As you guys know, what we tend to do for the newest person, just to understand, I basically cover the major pairs and the cross pairs, and I just basically give people a mentorship on, a daily market outlook. So understanding what these pairs are doing on a day-to-day basis, and then you guys can go off and make a decision on that, through my mentorship, through my help, of course. So let's get straight into this. As you guys can see, we pretty much had no movement yesterday due to the fact that we had a bank holiday, obviously yesterday in regards to like the States. So no news at all yesterday, and that's why the markets are moving very slow. But going in today, you can see that we've got quite a lot of red folder news, pretty much with the Canadian dollar, Great British pound, and also we had the Australian dollar red folder news in the early hours of this morning. So if we look 2:30 today, we've got CPI for the Canadian dollar. So obviously expect the Canadian dollar to have some moves. So be aware of that. And obviously 10:30, which is in pretty much 40 minutes time, we have the Great British Pound red folder news there as well. So as always, starting with the US dollar basket, as you guys can see, we pretty much know what's happening. I'm not going to spend too much time on every single pair on the lower time frames. I'm going to basically give you guys the higher time frames because I know that you guys want me to cover not only major pairs but also cross pairs, and it takes a lot of time. And obviously, I don't want to make these videos an hour long because you guys most likely don't want to sit there for an hour as well. So yeah, let's look at where we're currently at. You can see that we're obviously in this demand area here as we speak. So that is where the market is, staggering, is obviously creating consolidation, which usually means that supply or demand is both equal. Eventually, supply or demand is going to take control and either fall off downwards or, of course, go or upwards. And that's how we can capitalize. So if we're looking at a trend, let's start here as always. You can see that we had the pullback, daily higher high, daily higher low, daily higher high, and then we had this huge break that created that daily change of trend. So we had then from this area at the top to this area at the bottom, that was our daily range from here to here. And then we had to basically analyze where the market was going to come into. We had the news event that basically taps into this daily supply and imbalance. And then this is where we had this movement away. Then we, stalled a little bit, come back up, failed to go and create a new high, and then we obviously broken that low. So we staggered, come back up, boom. So now we've got from this daily lower high to this daily lower low. That is where we're interested in the markets coming back into. So as you guys know, once the market creates, a new daily range from here to here, we want to identify where our daily supply is. And then we expect the market to eventually come into that daily supply on the 4 hour and 1 hour, and then eventually move away from there. So if you look at where we're currently at, we're at the bottom here. We're at the bottom of the daily range. So we expect the market to retrace, fill in this imbalance that we have, and also tap into this daily supply before moving away. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And now, of course, if we go down to the 4 hour time frame, you'll be able to notice that. Let me just move that way. You'll be able to notice that obviously the daily range is quite big. There's not really any 4 hour supply area that sticks out to me the most. So what I'd want to see the market do is at least retrace 50%. So from this area on the daily to this low, I'd want to see the market at least retrace into the 50%. So that is what I'm predicting right now. And as you guys can see, if you look at the market conditions here, you'll be able to notice that from here, we obviously created, this, we slowed down, we've not managed to break a new lower low, and then we've had this break up. So we've had this break up, and where have we come back into? We've come back into a 1 hour demand, which is here, and we're now slowly moving away. So if we can get another break, or if you guys can look for a lower time frame entry on the correlated pairs, the market is, in demand, and it has had that 1 hour change. So I'm expecting the market now to continue upwards to at least this 50% mark. But of course, that's when we're going to make the decision to go, okay, can we see a 1 hour change of trend from somewhere, either at the 50% or in a daily supply? And that's where we can make a decision to then understand that the dollar could carry on selling to go and create a new daily lower low. So keep that in mind for today. So going into the rest of the pairs, let's have a look at what Euro USD is doing. So Euro USD, pretty much no movement from yesterday, as we, obviously spoke about this being our higher low and this being our 4 hour higher high. If we quickly go to the dollar at the daily time frame, you'll be able to see this is our daily range where we've had that daily change of trend. So again, same scenario as I want to see the market retrace at least to this 50% mark of the Fibonacci, and I want to see a change of trend predominantly on the 4 hour or the 1 hour to then know that we can go and create this higher high. So if I'm being totally honest with you, from this 4 hour range, yes, we had some sort of movement away from it yesterday, but then we failed to, go and create a new higher high. So I'm expecting this 4 hour higher low to basically be broken, and we come into this area around the 50%. So that is, I'm expecting this to be broken. But obviously understand, so let's just get rid of this a sec. Oh, wrong one. So obviously understand that, yes, even though the 4 hour demand area is in control, so you can obviously, let's put it down to here for now. Yes, the 4 hour demand area is in control, but also understand that the 1 hour is obviously telling us opposite. The 1 hour is telling us opposite. We're obviously in that 1 hour downtrend, reacted out this supply, failed. So let me just draw this out. So the market had this supply here, 1 hour supply, take control. We broken this low. Where did we come back into? The last candle here. So where can we expect the market to potentially come back into now? Well, I'd like to see the market eventually come back into this area of supply and move away from here. But of course, if you look at where we're currently at, the market is in this level of supply as we speak. But yeah, I would like to see the market, of course, retrace up into here and then carry on downwards from there. But just be aware that if we do get a break away from here, so let's say the market, obviously does break from here right now, and we break this low, then obviously this will be our new range. We won't really need to worry about that, and we can capitalize on selling this downwards. We do have an imbalance to fill as well down here. So yeah, that is what I'm looking for on Euro USD. As you guys probably understand from yesterday's scenario, it's pretty much the same. Now, GBP USD telling us a little bit different. So yesterday, obviously we had this 4 hour range from this 4 hour higher low to this 4 hour higher high. We give this 4 hour demand area, which this come back down and mitigated. And then we give this, I say we, I don't know why I say we, me, but I give this area here of demand, which you can see had a perfect reaction from as of right now. Now, of course, what we got to understand is if we expect the dollar to, of course, carry on upwards from here, then we expect GU, EU, etc. to carry on downwards. So if you look at this, you can see that probably most likely from a 1 hour perspective, we're in a demand area. So you can see that this is a 1 hour demand area that we are currently reacting out of. Now, of course, understand that if the market on the dollar is going to carry on upwards, this is why we're reacting out of this level of supply here. That's why this level of 1 hour supply is in control. So what I'd advise you guys waiting for is if we can get another break below this low, and then that might be a bit clearer to then sell this downwards. Or obviously vice versa, if you can get a break above this high, then of course you can look for, that retracement back to then carry this upwards. So if you can get a break above this high, let me just try and actually do this properly. Break above this high, you can look to retrace that backwards. So let's see what wins, supply or demand in this market for GBP USD. So keep an eye out on that. Then going into AUD USD. Now AUD USD is a lot different to the others. It's pretty much a little bit more cleaner, to be fair. Now If you look at this, you can, pretty much see that we have this daily supply, what I've talked about for quite some while. And we have this daily range from this daily higher low to this daily higher high. This is where our daily break of structure was. So as you guys can see, as always, we do expect the market to, come down, give us that shift and then carry on upwards. So we want to see at least that 50% mark from this daily range met, which aligns with this, obviously this ugly, but this daily supply candle. So I would simply want to see the market come into this daily supply, give us that 1 hour and 4 hour change of trend, and then we can be more confident that we can go and aim to take out this daily, daily higher high. Now, as of now, let's drop down to the 4 and what can we see? When we drop down to the 4, let's get rid of this Fibonacci. You can see, oh, this is a daily demand. One sec, daily demand. Okay, so as you guys can see, we're coming to this daily supply and the market was creating, probably a little bit more cleaner, but it was creating higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we had this change of trend. Had this change of trend, where's the market come back into? The market's come into this consolidation stage, which is our 4 hour supply. So I expect the market to carry on downwards from here. So let's mark out this 4 hour supply. You can see that this is where we are. You can mark out just this candle, or if you're more confident, mark out this whole consolidation stage there, consolidation zone. And this is where we're currently at. So I do expect the market to carry on downwards from here. Just if the dollar is obviously going to go upwards, we expect AUD USD to correlate and go downwards, of course. So it's a little bit ugly, a little bit choppy, as you guys can see. Obviously, what I'd be waiting for is just, something nice and clean on a 15-minute to, indicate to us that we should look for this to carry on selling. Because as of right now, you can see that the 15-minute is, creating them higher lows, higher high. We're failing to do anything at the moment. If we could carry on, or if we get a break, then of course that might indicate to us that we can then look to start selling from this area. Or if you guys want to be more reserved, which is absolutely fine, you can obviously wait for the 1 hour to be broke, which is this 1 hour area here. You can wait for this 1 hour low to be broke. If you then feel more confident to look for a sell scenario into this area. So that is pretty much it. But AUD USD is very choppy, but again, demand is in control on the lower time frames as we speak, but 4 hour and 1 hour is in, supply is in control. Now going over to NZ USD, let's quickly go to the higher time frame. Pretty much the same scenario. You can see that the market is, reacting from this daily supply area, and we're having this movement down. We've got our new daily range from this daily higher low to this daily higher high. So again, we expect the market to, of course, retrace into this demand area, and then we want to see the market shift. Once we get that 4 hour or 1 hour change of trend, we expect the market to carry on upwards. So we are retracing. Now let's look at the 4 hour and see what the 4 hour is telling us. So the 4 hour you can see was uptrending. For me to participate in this right now, I would want to see the market retrace to this 4 hour supply. So this is where I'd feel more confident, I'd feel more confident in the market retracing into this area and then looking to sell from here. We have imbalance and also a clear 4 hour supply consolidation stage here as well. So that is what I'd expect the market to do. But of course, as of right now, we're not near this zone, but that is what I've been looking out for. Of course, if let's say the market, messes around and then we break again and we get a new supply area, we can look to sell into this area here as well. So that is what I'm looking out for in regards to NZ USD. So keep an eye out on that. USD CAD, let's see what she is doing. So from a daily standpoint, you can see that we're in this daily demand, exactly the same scenario as the US dollar. If you look at the US dollar, it's pretty much the same as USD CAD. Daily demand, this is our daily range and daily supply. Exact same scenario for USD CAD. So looking at where we are, we want to see the market, of course, retrace into this 4 hour and daily supply area. So we are expecting the market to have a lower time frame, trend up into here, and then we want to see that shift happen from the 1 hour and 4 hour market structure shift change of trend to then look for the sells in here. Exactly the same as the US dollar. So let's look at the 4-hour. You can see that we are trending upwards, which is obviously nice. You can see that the market is, obviously having them higher highs and higher lows created. This level of demand is in control as we speak. So this level of 4-hour demand is in control. So again, if it was to carry on upwards, you'll be able to notice that the market, obviously, we do expect it to just continue creating higher lows and higher highs up into this area. Let me just see if the 1 hour is a little bit more cleaner. No, you can see exactly where this zone is. So we're just expecting probably a 15-minute change of trend as we speak. So if you look at this, what I'd be waiting for is the 15 minutes to give us something. Because as of right now, if you look 15 minutes, that supply is in control. I want to see the market potentially do this. If we can get a break above this, that will indicate then that we can look to buy this upwards. But as of right now, that is not the case. We should be looking for buyers until we get that 15-minute change of trend. So this high to be taken out. So hopefully that makes sense. Then going over to USD CHF, again, very different, extremely different to be fair to you guys. Yesterday we obviously mentioned about this area. So let's just focus as of right now on the 4-hour, because if we was expecting the market to come back higher, I'd want to see the market come into this daily supply area here. If we do come higher, that is where I want to see. Now, of course, if you look at the 4-hour, you'll be able to see that the 4-hour is in this downwards trend. We've had this retracement and then this break. So then the market is reacting now from here. Now, looking from a 4-hour perspective, we've had, this below broke. Now the 4-hour didn't finish, the candle didn't finish below, but in the 1 hour, we will have had that break, I think, pretty sure, as you guys can see. Now, of course, remember, everything's got to revolve around what the US dollar is doing. So yes, we are looking at this probably and thinking, oh, we've broken this 1 hour demand zone. So I would like to see the market retrace into this and then carry on downwards from here, which yes, is a possibility, of course. Because if you look at the 4-hour, you can see that the 4-hour, if it was to, have that little uptrend like we expect on US dollar and USD CAD, this area we could react from, of course. Now we could react from this 4-hour supply and then move away from there downwards to break this 4-hour lower low. So yes, I see what people are seeing predominantly because this is a low that did, a valid low that did get broke. So if it aligns with the dollar, then you guys should feel confident in taking it. If we break above this 4-hour supply, I want to see us come in to rebalance this market and into this daily supply zone. But as of right now, this 4-hour supply is in control. This is my next 4-hour supply area. So that is for the majors. Hopefully you guys, got some value from here. Yesterday, I mentioned about AUD CHF. I had a stop loss. I had a stop loss on AUD CHF yesterday. As you guys probably already know, we had news for, I think it was the Australian dollar last night, which we were moving away finally, and then it punched up, took my stop loss out, and then basically started to move away. If I'm honest, we having this 4-hour supply. I probably should have just been a bit more patient, just to be completely real with you guys. Understand that if you look at AUD CHF, we obviously have this 4-hour supply in control. But if you look at the 1 hour, the 1 hour had this 1 hour change of trend. So demand currently from a 1 hour perspective is in control. This area here is where the market is reacting out of. Now, if we go to the 1 hour, it will probably be a lot more clearer. So let's have a look. Yep, you can see that the market is retraced into the last candle here. And this is where we're moving away. So in order for us to even look for sells now on AUD CHF, we would need to basically see this low broke here. But as of right now, we're expecting the market to basically carry on upwards from this area as it is doing. That is demand in control. And this is the previous demand area that took control here, as you guys can see. So yeah, that is wrong one. So that is what I'm looking at for AUD CHF. And let's go over to the other pairs. So higher time frame. I'm not going to spend too much time on lower time frames, but I'm just going to talk, you guys through it. So as you guys can see, if you look at where we're currently at on CHF JPY, from a daily standpoint, we are obviously downtrending, so you'll be able to notice that we're in this daily supply. This is our daily lower high, our daily lower low. The market come up, hit this daily supply, and then we had a 4-hour change of trend and also another break of structure. So we had this 4-hour that broke in this low, change of trend, and then we had this 4-hour break of structure. Where I would like to see the market come into now would be this 4-hour supply area, around this area, and then that's where I would be happy to look for sells from here. So if we can get something from here, I would then look for sells from here. Obviously, if you look at probably the 1 hour, if you look at the 1 hour, you can probably see that we are reacting out of this area. But if I'm honest with you guys, I expect the market to retrace up into this 4-hour supply. As of right now, I expect the market for CHF JPY to come into this demand area, this 1 hour demand area, and carry on upwards from here. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see the market, because if you look, you can see the 1 hour on here, higher high, higher low, higher high, hopefully higher low, up into this, and then we can make a decision from here if it's going to carry on downwards or not. Oh, okay, so that's CHF JPY. CAD CHF, you can see that I want to see obviously this 1 hour and 4-hour supply area. If you look at it from a daily standpoint, this is where it's a little bit more riskier. Looking at it from a daily, I expect the market to, hopefully retrace into this demand. It looks extremely ugly on CAD CHF from a daily just because of this big wick. So just be aware of that. I do expect the market to carry on upwards because this wick tells us a lot, and we did get a break of structure. So understand that from the daily time frame, daily standpoint, I would like to see the 50%, which aligns with the 4-hour demand. So with that being said, if you look at the structure that we're in right now, this aligns with, you can see the 4-hour change of trend. Where do we come back into? This 4-hour supply. We broke again, and now I'd like to see this 4-hour or this 1-hour supply met to carry on downwards from here into this area, and then that's where we can then see if we see a shift, get out of this trade, and then obviously look for the buys. If not, we can just expect the market to carry on downwards from this area. So that is CAD CHF. Let's look at CAD JPY. CAD JPY is not as nice, to be fair. Obviously, if you look at the daily standpoint, this is where I'm looking for it to come into. I'm not really going to cover that. It's not as clean as I'd like. Euro CHF daily is obviously lower high, lower low. We've had a retracement. If you look, let me just mark this out. If you look at a retracement up into the 50%, which, as we know, once we get to 50%, we then are in the premium area, so we can then carry on selling and creating that new daily lower low. So yes, if you look at the 4-hour, the 4-hour demand area is in control. Of course, like we are reacting from here right now, but I'm just not interested at the moment to basically see this carry on upwards. Of course, if it does, amazing. But as of right now, what I would like to see is potentially a reaction from this supply and then carry on downwards. If we get a supply reaction from this supply and then we break, I would then look to participate in looking at taking this low out here for Euro AUD. Euro CHF, you can see from a daily higher low, daily higher high. This area here failed to go and break this daily higher high and create a new one. So that's a little bit worrying. But if you look at it from a 4-hour, you can see that, of course, we have this big, daily demand candle that we expected the market to retrace to. And as of now, since we pulled back into this area, the market has failed to, actually carry on upwards from here. And we've actually been creating on a downwards trend, which is telling me that this could just carry on downwards from a 1 hour unless we see a change of trend. So as of right now, yes, let's forget about this for now. Yes, we're obviously inside this demand area, which I've just got rid of, but we are. But if you look at the trend here, you can see that the market is obviously downtrending. So I'm not interested in Euro CHF, truthfully, just because obviously it's not clean, because we expected the market to go and create a new daily high. but the market is failing right now to go and break this high, and we are retracing pretty cleanly, if that makes sense. Now, Euro CAD, you can see that Euro CAD is basically go to the daily time frame. You'll be able to notice that, of course, we've reacted from this daily supply. We had this daily break of structure, but if you look at the 4 hour, you can see that the 4 hour is telling us, that we could potentially carry on from here. This is where a high was. This is where our 4 hour high, lower low is. We took out liquidity, tapped into this 4 hour supply. We then had, this movement down, broken this low here. We've now retraced into the 4 hour and 1 hour supply, and we are moving away. Now, I don't think the 1 hour is looking as nice as we'd like, but you can see 4 hour, 1 hour, we're moving away slowly. So yeah, I'm expecting Euro CAD to basically just carry on downwards from this level of supply. So if you guys are comfy enough with obviously looking for your entries, feel free to obviously have a look on there. GBP AUD, as you guys can see, a little bit ugly. All the charts are ugly. I know you probably heard me keep saying like ugly, like genuinely all the charts are being, disgusting in my eyes. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. And this is where experience comes into the markets, because traders want to trade. I don't want to be a trader. I want to be an investor. And that is a big, big difference. If you want to be a trader, that means that you want to actively trade every single day. You just want to overtrade. You just want to be in the markets because you think that trading is all about being in the markets. I don't want to be that person. I want to be an investor. I want to go, okay, is this a high probability setup? Yes. Okay, that means that I can make X% on this trade. Okay, that's what I'm going to put my money on. I'm not just looking at getting into the markets, even though I do make mistakes, and we all do, of course. So yeah, just be cautious of that. GBP AUD, I don't like. GBP JPY is nice. I can give you guys, this one is, I really do like this one. So the reason I like this one is because we've got this daily range from here, this daily lower high to this daily lower low. So you can see that we are obviously trending in that daily time frame downwards. And now the market is retraced into, they had this daily supply, and we've got a 4 hour supply inside this daily candle. Now, if I drop down to the 4, you'll be able to see this a little bit more cleaner. So if you look at this, you can see that we have this 4 hour supply here, and this is where we tapped into. The market's moved away, we come back, and we moved away again. We've broken this 4 hour low here. That gave me an extra confirmation. And now where is the market come back into? But the market has come back into this level of supply here, and now we're expected it to go and carry on downwards. Now, if I just quickly go to the 1 hour, you can see that the 1 hour has had this change of trend from here. This 1 hour has had this change of trend. Obviously, we've got 40 odd minutes left, but I'm pretty sure that this will, finish like this. And with that being said, then we can look to see if we can get a retracement into here, and then look to sell this on downwards from here. And if we can, it could be a nice trade. And I think that it could be something that we could potentially swing down to, filling this imbalance all the way down here. So imagine we can catch a nice, sell area on GBP, Japanese yen, and that is going to be my predominant pair that I'm going to basically keep an eye on to see if we can get it, to see if we can catch a trade, but it has to make sense. It has to have a pullback, and then we go again. So yeah, Great British Pound against the Japanese yen is something to keep an eye on. Great British Pound against the Canadian dollar. Let's see what's going on here. You can see that we're reacting from this 4 hour supply. We took the high of it as well. So we're reacting from a supply zone, but also took out the high, which is, a confident place to be. Now, if you look at the 1 hour, you can see that the 1 hour is obviously uptrending. So I expect the market to come into this demand area here. And then basically from a 1 hour perspective, we are obviously going, okay, the 1 hour is uptrending, so we expect the market to basically carry on from here. Now, that is 100% what is correct. And obviously, if we do break below this, I would then look to capitalize on selling this downwards from here. So keep an eye out on, pardon me, keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye out on that. What else have we got? NZCHF. Beauty of a trade. as you guys will be able to notice from here. So you can see that we've got this daily range. We're coming to this 4-hour supply. We start to move away. The market come up into this 4-hour supply here in a deep extreme part of the supply. We've reacted again. Where's the market now come into? The market's come into this 4-hour, but also this 1-hour supply area here. And we've had a beauty of a reaction. So let me just get rid of this from here. So I expect the market to just carry on retracing. If I look at the 4-hour, we're either going to pull into this level here and carry on downwards, or we'll pull into this level here. So they're the two areas that I look at for NZCHF. You've got this 4-hour supply candle, and you also have this 4-hour or this consolidation stage up here, this 4-hour supply candle as well. So either of them is where I'd be looking for. If I can see on the 1-hour, is it a little bit more cleaner? No, I just expect to see if we do react from here, I'd expect to see that just a shift in the markets and then look to sell this downwards. And the same scenario would be if we take out this high and go from here. So NZCHF is something to keep an eye on. And I think that's pretty much it. I think that is pretty much it for today. Yeah, that is the crosspairs that I have analyzed. And that is pretty much it for this daily market outlook. I appreciate every single person for getting on. Make sure you guys are plugging into your mindsets. Make sure that you're putting the work in not only on the charts, but inside of the mind. That's what separates, a good trader from a bad trader, is the mindset. So I appreciate you guys as always, for jumping on. And let me know in the comment section if you've got any questions at all at any point, and I will obviously answer them for you guys on here. But if you haven't subscribed, make sure you turn that subscribe button on. If you haven't got your notifications turned on, please make sure you've got them turned on. I want to grow this channel more and more, and yeah, man, like there seems to be more views on these videos at the moment, but less subscribes and less notifications. So for the newest person, I would massively appreciate if you can just show some love. It motivates me to keep on doing this for you guys on here. But other than that, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your Tuesday. Take care and God bless.